Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful idea, a vision for a world that's, well, pretty deep in crisis. It's an idea called Earthism. Okay, let's just jump right in. I want to start with a big question, a kind of provocative one that gets right to the heart of the belief system that honestly shapes almost everything in our world. What if that one thing we're always told is good? Endless economic growth? What if that's actually the problem?
So, first things first, we've got to talk about the water we're all swimming in, right? There's this ideology that's so pervasive, so deeply baked into our culture that most of us don't even see it.
Well, the theologian John B. Cobb Jr., he actually gave this a name, economism. And he defined it as this deep-seated faith that growing the economy isn't just a goal, it's the goal, the ultimate good, the thing that should get our primary devotion above pretty much everything else. And here's the thing. The whole system really boils down to this one core belief. It's almost like a religious creed that a rising tide of economic expansion will lift all boats. That's the central promise that justifies, well, everything. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. As Dr. Cobb pointed out, this relentless pursuit of growth has had some absolutely devastating consequences. It has concentrated wealth and power into the hands of a very few, it's ravaged our environment, and it pushes this culture of just consuming more, which, as we're all starting to realize, is totally unsustainable. Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one. But let's move on and talk about a powerful alternative, a truly profound shift in how we could see the world. You see, John B. Cobb Jr. wasn't just about pointing out the problems. He was a visionary. He challenged us to imagine something totally different. He asked, what if we just chose a different path? And he called that alternative Earthism. And this isn't just about recycling more or buying an electric car. It's a complete shift in our worldview. It's a vision for what he called a life-affirming ecological civilization. Just look at this. It really lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the priorities of economism, but on the right, you see this radical flip. It's a total shift in our allegiance. It's about consciously choosing to put life before markets, our communities before giant corporations, and the long-term sustainability of our planet before short-term consumption. And this quote from Cobb just hits the nail on the head. He's basically asking, if we're going to devote ourselves to something bigger, to have faith in something, why not the Earth itself? The one thing that actually sustains all of us. Now, this isn't some dusty old idea from a textbook. Dr. Cobb, who we sadly lost in late 2024, just shy of his own 100th birthday, made absolutely sure his work would be a living, breathing legacy. And he did something truly amazing. Shortly before he passed away, he gifted the copyrights to two of his most critical works. You're looking at them right now. The first, from way back in 1972, is it too late? And wow, is that question more relevant today than ever? The second is The Earthist Challenge to Economism. That incredible gift is now allowing his work to be carried into the future. We're talking about a brand new publication, a sequel, with the working title The Earthist Challenge to Humankind. The whole point is to take his original question and answer it with a resounding, no, it is not too late if we act now. And this isn't just going to be a simple reprint. Think of it as a living document. It's designed to be a sequel to both of those foundational books. It's going to build on Is It Too Late and also pull in that critical 10th chapter, The Theology of Earthism, from his other work, plus some of his more recent writings. And it's all launching as part of a much larger community initiative.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but it begs a pretty practical question, right? What does it actually mean to live as an Earthist? What does that look like in the real world?
Well, you can kind of boil the whole philosophy down to these 6 core values. Think of them as a moral compass, something to guide our choices. They point us away from an extractive mindset and toward a regenerative one, like consciously choosing community over corporations or reverence over exploitation. So getting a handle on these values is the crucial first step. But Dr. Cobb's work was never, ever just about theory. It has always been a call to action, to turn these big ideas into real, tangible practice. Which, of course, brings us to the big how. How do we actually do this? How do we practice Earthism not just by ourselves, but together, in our communities, to build that ecological civilization he talked about? The answer is already starting to take shape through a new initiative that flows directly from Dr. Cobb's legacy. It's called the Earth Steward Heirship Holon Project. Now, that's a mouthful, I know, but a holon is a really cool idea. It's something that is a whole in itself while also being a part of a larger whole, kind of like a single cell in your body. This project is aligned with a larger effort called the Holo movement, which is all about connecting these kinds of local efforts into a global force for change. So you can think of this Holon project as a kind of living laboratory. It's a real-world network that gives people a tangible way to be part of what's called the Great Turning. It's a place to engage in the daily practices of building community, regenerating local ecosystems, and really, truly co-stewarding our planet's future as a sacred trust.
Ultimately, Dr. Cobb's message isn't one of despair. It's one of urgent hope and immense responsibility. As he said, the future is open. It depends on what we do now. That's so powerful, isn't it? The future isn't already written.
And that leaves us with one final thought. We started this by questioning our devotion to economic growth. Dr. Cobb offers us a new object for our devotion, the Earth itself. The choice to abandon a destructive path and build a life-affirming world is ours to make, right here, right now. The Earth is calling. The only question left is, will we answer?